It's over. The Bucks have done it. The long wait has ended. After a half century, the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions once again.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max&JuanCast. I'm with my co-host right here.
What's going on, bro? I'm in a good mood. I'm going to let you know right now. I'm feeling very good.
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions. We just got finished watching the NBA Finals of Game 6, and the Bucks came away with it, bro. Hashtag Bucks in 6, dog. How do you feel? Are you all done with the Kool-Aid?
Dude, I'm chugging straight from the Kool-Aid container, the Gatorade jug. Dude, I feel great.
Are you getting IVs?
I'm going to get an IV right here. I'm going to just do it straight into the bloodline. That green Gatorade, that Bucks Gatorade. Shout out to Sons and Foe. More like Sons in 4 months, Sons in 4 years, Sons in forever. Shut the hell up, buddy. Rat.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, what happened? Just tell me what happened. Did they win?
You were right. You got to give you your credit.
Somebody pat me on the back. Somebody. No one's down here today.
Pat yourself, dog. Go ahead. Come on. Let me see it. There you go.
That's like a hard
slap
pat.
in the neck, bro.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
That's a neck.
That's a neck. There you go. I can't be happy. Giannis just dominated at 50.
Yeah.
50-piece nugget, McDonald's special.
Look, I regret. I want to tell you something.
Tell me.
Regret not putting money on the Bucks before Game 1 of the Brooklyn Nets series. I was gonna put money because I was very confident, just like you, in that Nets series. Like Giannis was gonna dominate, and I felt like the Bucks were gonna win. We're both on the Bucks, and I seen Game 1, and I got nervous. I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to do it. I wish I would have did it. I wish I would have put money on it.
Money never
Facts.
Makes money, B.
That's facts,
Let me
bro.
explain that to you.
Yeah,
Scared money, one, ain't ever going to make money. You either an ape or you a sellout. You sold out. Ape game
you either a
to
wolf
the moon.
or a sheep.
Yeah, you a go. Dude, it's a good year if you're a Bucks fan. Either you a Tampa Bay Bucks or you a Milwaukee Bucks. Yo, Wisconsin could have had two teams that won a chip. Sorry, Packers. Aaron Rodgers said, no. I don't want the money. Giannis got his money. He's a diamond hands. Dude, I'm hyped. I haven't been this hyped since last year. I was way more hyped last year. I'll tell you that.
And look, before we get into some more hypeness, bro, let me go ahead and tell the audience to make sure to subscribe. Like the video. Go ahead and comment down below. Bucks in 6. Are you a Suns hater? Are you a Milwaukee Bucks Kool-Aid drinker?
Are you an ape? Are you a sellout, B? Come on.
Yeah, go ahead and show us some love, bro. Go ahead and like this video. It helps out a lot, man. If you're listening to this on any Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, whatever the case is, all you audio listeners out there, appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Go ahead and follow us or subscribe or 5-star rate us, bro, on Apple Podcasts. It really helps out. Follow us on social media. That is at Max_JuanCast. That would be Twitter and Instagram. But let's get into it, bro. Giannis, Greek Freak, a.k.a. Giannis the GOAT? Nah,
no.
He's not the GOAT. He's not
Giannis
the GOAT. Let's not get carried away.
Giannis the deer. Giannis
AKA
the Cam
50
Newton.
Burger, a.k.a. 5-0, a.k.a. 50 Cent. Nah.
They played a lot of Ja Rule during the broadcast, which I appreciated,
Really?
but I was also like, come on, dog. You're playing Ja Rule like it's 2003.
But Giannis, man, I mean, it was an all-time game. It was an all-time series, to be honest, in my opinion. He showed up. He played like a top 3 player. He played like an absolute superstar. And it was great to see that third quarter. it was so dominant, bro. It was as dominant as any other superstar I seen in the finals. You know, it was.
I don't think that's fair to Giannis. We've seen superstars, but maybe you're right, but maybe in the sense you're wrong. It's a different type of domination.
I was gonna say that maybe a different type, but same result.
It's Cam Newton the year he won MVP. The Panthers go 15-1. Dab on him, Giannis. It's just I'm gonna run up into the A gap 25 times a game. You can't stop it. You know what's coming. I'm gonna fatigue you. I'm Derrick Henry.
Smoke Giannis.
Smoke Giannis. Smoke Antetokounmpo.
We gotta start. All right. Right, okay, right here, Max.
Giannis, big smoke freak.
We got to TM it. No more calling Giannis Greek freak. Me and you personally, we calling him Smoke Giannis.
I like it. But it's literally he's just gonna run into you 40 times a game, and you're not gonna want to do that. Like Shaq said back in the day, I'm gonna hit him with the bow in the chest one time. They're not gonna want to do it again.
Yeah,
that's the way to play, especially with these players being soft today.
Yeah, and he was all phases of the game: defense, rebounding, playmaking, points wise,
free throw shooting,
3-point shooting. He even made a 3 in there. He was almost flawless tonight in every phase. And I just want to say this, man. Probably I can't remember the last time I've seen a player that had the defensive performance that he had. And look, people are going to look at me crazy. They're like, bro, do you not know Kawhi played in the finals or LeBron? I'm sorry. Those guys picked and choose when they were dominant on defense. Giannis, 100 miles per hour every second of the game, from tip-off all the way to the last play of the game. I haven't seen it.
Kawhi's a lockdown corner in a sense where you put him on somebody, you erase him. Giannis is like a Derwin James or Brian Dawkins where I'm going to have a sack, I'm going to have a couple pass breakups, a forced fumble, maybe a tackle for loss.
Yeah.
Like he's everywhere. He's like, hey, I'm going to switch to Chris Paul. I'm going to switch to Booker. Ayton's there, no problem. He deflated Ayton early, and I don't think Ayton recovered. And this is where we wanted to see Giannis last year. It's like, why don't you guard Jimmy Butler for stretches? Oh, that's what the coach do. Well, maybe it's the coach's fault then. You guys lost. Like, it was Budenholzer's fault a little bit, but I'm saying people are like, Giannis just got to go out there and do it. Well, the coach has to be smart enough to know, hey, I have a defensive Swiss Army knife, can do whatever I need him to do. Yeah. He might have one weakness on defense, and I don't know if you see what I see, but to me, it's those little shifty guards like Cameron Payne that are really quick, give him problems because he's so big. Yeah. But if it's a big forward, a big guard that's not really quick, he's going to erase him. Mm-hmm. And he's going to make special superhuman plays in its effort. It's kind of like Zion at Duke in a sense. It was like, wow, he's diving for loose balls. He's going to go after a block he has no business trying to get. Yeah, it's that. He was dominant. And there was this huge...
Some of the blocks, Max. You've seen them. They were all-time great type stuff, bro. I was in awe in some of the plays that he was making on defense.
I said in game one or two where he had to chase down, I'm like, let's pump the brakes. It's just a chase down block. Nothing's on the line. Well, he got me on the Ayton block to save game 4. Yeah. And today, first couple minutes, he destroyed Ayton and Bridges. And I was like, oh, my goodness. Like, he's locked in. Yeah. He's locked in. It was an amazing performance by him. It's domination. That's simple as it can be. It's like you know what's coming. You can't stop it.
Yeah. Well, we'll stay on the Bucks. We'll talk Suns last. We'll split it up like this. Bucks first, Suns last. Only fitting because they lost. But let's talk a little bit more about the game. Drew Holiday struggled. 4 of 19. Chris Middleton.
That's can we just call any time a guy shoots 4 for 19, it's the Drew Holiday game? He had more of those than any guy I've ever seen in a playoff run.
But you talk about Kawhi being a defensive stopper and kind of like a shutdown corner. In a sense, Drew Holiday, man, he's right up there. He did his job tonight with Devin Booker. Devin Booker was struggling. He had his moments with Chris Paul. But, Drew, the whole series, probably besides game 1, when Chris Paul and Booker went off, ever since game 2 when they told him, like, hey, you're going to start pressing, it was on from there, bro. And he's been unbelievable on the defensive side of the ball.
He's probably the best guy at guarding guards, whether it's small, shifty ones or it's big and strong ones. He's never the type of guy who can guard LeBron or Kawhi. He's just too small.
Yeah.
But he did a hell of a job. He had a couple steals. He made the biggest play of Game 5. And we were critical of his offense. The defense has never been a question mark for Drew Holiday. And there was a moment where Cameron Payne was kind of getting the Suns going, and they put him on Cameron Payne. He was done the rest of the night. He didn't hear from him.
Yeah.
He's a weapon on defense, and the Bucks are a team that prides himself on defense. Mike Budenholzer did a great job. You got to commend the guy. We give him so much crap.
Props to Mike.
And I've been saying, I'm like, you got to be able to adjust on the fly. That was our big key for them. It wasn't health. It was obviously, can Budenholzer, when the going gets tough, get going? Or is he just going to be like, we're the Bucks. We play like this. Giannis, you're in it. Attack from the top. After game 2 against the Nets, how many times did Giannis have those stupid, I'm going to put my head down and get an offensive foul drives?
Yeah. It's been a minute because I don't think I've ever seen him do that after that. And me and you were kind of talking about it last podcast. Like, the game is slowing down for him. He's just figuring out how to control the game in his own unique way. Because he's not a point guard in a sense. You know, he's not Chris Paul. But he really does control the game on, like, this unique way. Like, being a Swiss Army knife on defense. Kind of like the Derrick Henry, a.k.a. Smoke Giannis type way where he's driving into the hole and, you know, slowly depleting the defense. Like, he really does it in his own unique way, and I absolutely love it.
How many guys figure it out in the moment, or how many guys figure it out during the playoff series? Not many. Giannis was like, I'm going to attack at an angle. I'm going to Euro step. I'm going to use my length. And, you know, he's a gamer. What can you say? Like, he shot 17 for 19. They needed all 17 of those. If he goes
Shaq-esque.
Make him when you need to, okay?
Exactly.
But if he misses those, if he has 40, they lose this game.
Yeah.
Like, he carried them. They were saying Middleton deserves to be Finals MVP. Let's stop. Chris Middleton's second best player on the Bucks. He was the closer. He's a good perimeter closer for them.
And look, he had a big shot. He had a big shot tonight. You know, I felt like it was a big bucket needed. Look, the reality is, that whole flaw, and it is a flaw. I know you're gonna say it. Like, Giannis still has flaws, even though he won the championship. And Chris Middleton covers it up the best way he could, and that's being the closer. And he's doing his role. Like, Mike Budenholzer's like, look, Giannis, I know you're not a jump shooter, and we all know that. That's not your game. But we have this guy named Chris Middleton. And even though he may not play the best game throughout, the last closing minutes, we need you to get those buckets, those perimeter shots. And he did it again tonight.
Can Giannis be a closer if he's making free throws? I think he can be.
I don't know about that. I mean,
might not always be pretty in the jump shots, but if you need a 2, give it to him in the low post. He's got a pretty good chance to make it. I don't know the number specifically. He was like 52 for 60 in the paint before today. It's got to be 63 of like 70.
Yeah.
75.
And shout out. No, go ahead. 7 of what?
I don't know what it is, but it's got to be 63 of 75, 70. Like, he lived down there. He was Shaq-esque.
Oh, yeah. I mean, his numbers were already getting compared to him with the 40-point game. So, he's modern-day Shaq. We've been saying it for a while already.
Oh, my God. He played the 5. I haven't been saying that since Jason Kidd was there. Like, come on. It just makes sense. Like, he's so dominant. Get shooters around him. And cool, Brook Lopez, he's a big shooter. But having perimeter guys who can attack, it's just special. And the Bucks were the best team. I know there's a lot of injuries, but out of the teams remaining, they were the best. They put up the best fight. They went through adversity. They won the war. And they had injuries, too. Giannis went down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was superhuman.
The storyline for the Bucks. I mean, we're no different with the criticism of Giannis. We've had some podcasts on here where we're like, yeah, he needs to improve this, he needs to improve that. Like the Brooklyn series was bad. Those first 2 games, it was really bad with him turning over the ball and all that. We all seen it. But like you said, he figured it out in the moment. And with that going, and the whole history with the Bucks, with them getting bounced by the Heat and the Raptors, and everyone hating on Mike Budenholzer, saying like he's one of the worst coaches, that all this and that. Giannis winds up getting hurt. People think he's out for the year. They're down 0-2 in the finals. It's a great storyline for Giannis, bro. And for him to come back, and just the Bucks in general to come back from this and win it. It's a great storyline for basketball. It was a great story.
For a team that's been called soft and not really had fortitude, they fought back against the Nets, against the Suns. They deserve it. Congrats to them. Yeah. Are we going to move on to the Suns now? Because if we are, I have a shout out to make before we move on. But go ahead.
My coworker is going to be so mad if we don't mention him. Bobby Portis. Shout out to Bobby Portis.
That's not his name. Mercer. Yeah, there you go. Bobby Mercer knocking people out. Chris, this is how you know not to mess somebody. If you get in their face and they just start laughing, don't mess with the dude. Chris Paul, you are a great player, but Bobby Portis will step on you like you're a rodent. I'm just going to say it. Bobby Portis knows how to get in people's head. He was big for the Bucks. It's the toughness. He's kind of got that irrational confidence where he's better than Giannis in his own head probably, but you need that on teams.
And I love his post game thing. I don't know if it was Drew Holiday or who was it?
What's the quote?
Something about being a superstar in your own role.
Drew Holiday said it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that quote by him. It's like Patriot-esque to me. And it really does hold so much value because, it's kind of like the do your job and don't try to be someone you're not, and Bobby Portis was him throughout the whole playoffs. Like, he could have easily put his head in the dirt and been like, hey, I got benched. I'm not playing. Dude came out, gave energy, and one of the biggest games of the year, he showed up and he was big for the Bucks.
What is his role on the Bucks? Just be a goon? Energy, just get people pissed off.
Goon man.
Goon man gets paid.
Right.
So, can I get my shout out?
Yeah, go ahead. What's your shout out?
Shout out to James Harden for calling Giannis unskilled and has no skills. Now he has a ring. Yeah. You out of shape, strip club going, hanging out with Little Pump, getting arrested in Paris, dandruff, having beard ass.
Oh, shots.
Can't stand that fool. I can't stand him, bro. He's probably a good guy, nice guy, but I hate the way he plays, bro. He just hunts for fouls. Dribbles between his legs. Everybody got skills, buddy. Come on.
Speaking of hunting for fouls, Devin Booker.
Oh my! I've never seen a guy stiff arm more people in a basketball game and get fouls called for him.
You're gonna rip him? You're gonna rip him for this game? You got to rant
for
him?
Bad. No. He played bad. I'm gonna say he did not play great. He was giving them timely buckets, I felt like, but they needed 40 from him. He gave him 20 on inefficiency. I mean, he did all he could. I can't hate on his performance. I can hate though the fact he's offensive fouls and doesn't get called for wrapping guys up intentionally and changing almost the game's history in the series for no calls. He was spectacular this whole series. What do you have, 43 times or damn near 43 times?
Yeah.
He was good. I got more problem with Chris Paul. He disappeared for games 4 and 5. I'm sure the injury's coming out where his left hand needs to be amputated and replaced by a cybernetic hand. Bro, you're out there. You got to play better. Like today, this is the Chris Paul I wanted to see in games 4 and 5. There were long stretches of time where I didn't feel like I saw him in those games. Today, I felt like I've seen him all game.
Yeah. No, today he was Chris Paul. Even when they were down early, he weathered the storm for them.
Exactly. If you're Chris Paul, do you want to hear another injury got you, or do you want to just be like, bro, I didn't play good. I need to be better. How many times can I hear your hamstring, your quad, your finger, your butt, your stupid forehead? I don't know. How many times can I hear that from a guy before you're like, all right? And like I said before, he lost the series. He did the Chris Paul experience. Doesn't change how I feel about him. Like, even if they would have won in 7 and he wasn't that spectacular, it wouldn't change how I feel about him.
I mean, if he would have played bad, though, you think it
Like,
would
he
have
did
changed?
play bad for 2 games. Like, he did play bad.
What if he had another performance like that? It wouldn't have changed
It
anything?
wouldn't change it. It's Chris Paul, dude. This is what you can't rely on him. He don't get the job. He'll get a 90 on the report. He ain't never going to get 100.
Right.
That's the best way to say it. He going to get a B+ or an A-.
And I'll say this. The other guy from the big three, DeAndre Ayton, no pun intended, but he looked like a deer in the headlights today. He really did, and it was the first time ever that I've seen him look like that. This is the guy who me and you thought coming into the playoffs was. And I finally seen him tonight. And, you know, it's not like he had a horrible game. It's not like he was a 0 out there.
He just wasn't Ayton that we've seen. Like, we thought he was their biggest Achilles heel coming in, but he was one of their best players. And he wasn't bad, but he was ordinary. And in Game 6 of the finals with their back against the wall, your third best player can't be ordinary. He needs to be spectacular or good.
Facts. Yeah.
I mean, he got in foul trouble today, which is something he's been really good at not being. Giannis owned him. I feel like he got deflated. I truly do.
But he's young. He'll hopefully he bounces back from this. I just hope it doesn't kill his confidence.
At the beginning of the year, it was rough, but then it kind of clicked. I hope it clicks for him. And Phoenix got some questions they got to answer, but they didn't go through no adversity until this point. They're a young team. You're supposed to lose a series. You're supposed to. Every team that's won a championship's gone through it. Mm-hmm. You can even point to the Cavs with LeBron, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. They didn't win that chip. No guarantee. Go ahead.
Do you see any like a dynasty run in the future for this Suns team? Like, is it out of the reach?
Yeah, I think so, because your second best player is 36 and unreliable. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about this off air. It's like, do you give Chris Paul a bag? Or if you're Chris Paul, why would you take a bag? It's your legacy now. And maybe we can transition to legacy conversation right now. You don't need $20 more million. You need a championship if you're going to feel fulfilled in life. And you're not a guy who can just go out there. You need to be managed. They need to play you low minutes. They need to do the best thing for you. So it's just some food for thought for everybody out there that thinks Chris Paul deserves a bag.
I don't think it's what he deserves. It's more of just like, I'm more on the camp of like, you know what, get your money which way how. You know, get the bag right now. It's tough with a player like Chris Paul because he's old and he's at that age where you're kind of ring chasing, so you kind of like got to meet in the middle. But at the end of the day, it's going to be his decision.
It is his decision.
Yeah. But maybe if there was a scenario where the team was working with him, like, hey, we're thinking about bringing in, I don't know, like a big time free agent. I can't think of anyone right now.
Oh yeah, let's just say we're gonna bring in a guy like I don't know, like Norman Powell or something. Like we need you to take a $10 million pay cut to bring in Norman Powell.
Yeah. And if I feel like, you know, that guy's gonna help us out, okay, I'm willing to take the pay cut.
What if they were like, hey, we need you to take $10 million on where we can get Pascal Siakam?
Yeah, see, that's
you got to do it, Chris Paul.
You got to do it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But again, we are both in the camp. It's his decision. If he wants to take the money, go for it. Mm-hmm. But I'm just gonna say we've seen guys chase the money. Carmelo Anthony being a prime example. Yeah, it doesn't always work out, and we've seen guys just not take the money, like Karl Malone and Gary Payton. It didn't work out. Yeah, do what's right for you. Do what's right for the team. Do what's best for your legacy, Chris Paul.
So. Because I'm trying to lead you there and kind of see where you're going with this. Let's say they get rid of Chris Paul, right? And Chris Paul doesn't come back, and they get a really good free agent, like
Kyle Lowry.
No, I'm thinking even bigger, like a third guy that's a legit star. Bradley Beal, even though it's crazy. What if they get a guy like Bradley Beal? So they got Beal, Booker, and Ayton. And let's just say hypothetically, they go on a run. Like they start going to the finals and, you know, they win a championship here or there. and I know there's a lot of ifs, Max, because I can see it in your face, like where you're going with this.
Any more ifs, bro? My head might explode.
But I say this to say, this is a blessing in disguise for Devin Booker. And I know that's crazy to say because it's like, dude, like, why wouldn't you just want to win a championship?
No,
you know?
it's not crazy at all. Not crazy at all to say. Not everyone can be Kobe Bryant and just not luck in, but be blessed with 3 championships. But again, that Laker team lost some playoff series. He airballed some shots.
Yeah.
So
because
no,
at the
I
end
get
of the
you.
day, this is gonna make him a better player.
100%. And Devin Booker, he showed something in these finals. As much as I dislike the little crybaby, he's not a crybaby, but he's a sour guy, sort of loser maybe. Attitude, he's a killer. He can make shots. Really good player. But there's growth. There's growth there. Just like in Giannis's case, he wanted finals MVP.
Exactly.
Can he shoot threes now? No, he can't. Can Devin Booker get better at stuff? Yeah, like 3-point shooting, defense.
But like you were saying earlier in the podcast, the Suns, they don't know anything about that. Like, they didn't really have adversity until the end. You know, teams usually go through the process: first round, second round, third round. You know, tough loss to Miami 2 years in a row.
It's a weird year. It's a pandemic year. You know what I'm saying? It's a short year. So many injuries, COVID crap. Mm-hmm. Like, there was series where like Dennis Schroeder, as much crap was given, couldn't really join the Lakers till the playoffs.
Yeah, and my thing is,
I forgot that, you forgot that, but that shit matters.
Yeah, exactly.
And I really hope we get big enough. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I hope we get big enough so someone can make a compilation of me going when I want to curse, because man, I just can't stop. I'm trying, Juan. Help me.
Oh my goodness. But I say this where, you know, with the whole Bradley Beal thing, because if you ask yourself, what would you rather have? One championship or multiple?
Obviously, I don't know.
Obviously multiple, right?
Tough question from Juan right over there.
Yeah, okay, obviously multiple. So even though it may be a tough year and you're going to lose Chris Paul, it can be a blessing in disguise. Your game's going to get elevated. You're going to be pissed off because of the loss. And you never know. You get a free agent and your team gets even better.
I'm sorry, but do you think Phoenix made this trade for Chris Paul to be like, oh, we're going to win a championship? No. They made this trade to teach Devin Booker to be like Chris Paul. That's what they made the trade for, to teach the team. Obviously, he's an upgrade. He's a good player. He'll help you win. But it's about making a culture. It's about the Heat aren't the Heat because Jimmy Butler's there. They have a culture in place since Dwayne Wade was there. They've been competitive for what, 15 years?
Yeah.
The Spurs haven't had Tim Duncan for 10 years, and yet they're still a good franchise. When was the last time they were a dumpster fire? Yeah. They've never been one since Tim Duncan.
It's either a player or an organization, because the Lakers you can't say organization-wise.
No.
It was the player. It was LeBron. Just
Lakers
like Chris Paul, it was LeBron.
Exactly. So you want to instill that throughout. You want to establish something winning, and like if you're a crap organization, if you're a crappy organization like Phoenix for a majority of your life, you'll take it. Like, you're playing with house money, baby. Let it roll.
Yeah, they were.
Like, yeah, it's unfortunate because what makes it worse is if they got blown out, no one would be like, oh, okay. But like, they won 2 games. There was a little false hope that we can win a championship. And I think it's clear, and you said it, they won 2 games. You're like, I don't like how Phoenix is playing. I don't like the fact that Giannis is going to get 50 a game or 40 a game and just impose his will. So
I mean, you can argue ever since the first round when they beat the Lakers, they were playing with house money since then.
Exactly. No one picked them to win that series, and they probably wouldn't win that series. I know Phoenix fans be mad if AD doesn't get hurt because you guys are getting blown out in game 4.
All the people would pick Phoenix like, I did.
Yeah, I knew AD would get hurt. I knew it. Like, it's not the end of the world for Phoenix. You know, if Chris Paul leaves, you just got to hope that your team learned enough and they've grown enough, and Ayton can take another leap. He's only 22, and Booker can get better. He's only like 26.
Yeah.
I mean, big winner of the series is Mike Budenholzer. You know what I'm saying? He went from fired to, oh, my God, he's not fired, to, oh, my God, he's going to be fired, to championship coach. Just a roller coaster of a ride for Mike B.
And usually this would be a good time to talk a little bit more about Giannis's legacy and all that. But you know what? I'm going to stick with my guns and what I usually say. and let's wait for his career to end, because there's so much more other stuff that he can accomplish, and there's so much down the road.
He already had a Hall of Fame resume before this championship. Yeah, he won 2 MVPs. If you win 2 MVPs, you're getting the Hall of Fame. It's that easy in the NBA. To me, right now, championships are just going to move him up the tier of, he's a top 30 guy now instead of a top 40. And there's still holes in the game. I don't think he's a finished product. I think next year we're going to see. I think next year what we're going to see is we're going to see a guy, and every guy has this, right, where it's like the perfect marrying of skills and athleticism and control. Giannis has been like athleticism and like kind of control. And right now it's getting real close to like the perfect, like LeBron in Miami when they went on like the 33-game win streak. It's like, this is a guy who has it figured out. And Giannis is really close to figuring it all out.
And that's
he might already done
won
it.
One.
Yeah. I mean, Brook Lopez might make the Hall of Fame now because he won a chip. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking out loud here. JaVale McGee's going to win a gold medal. 3 championships. I don't know. How many centers have won 3 championships and a gold medal?
So Bucks repeating?
No. I don't know, but we got to see if the roster turns up.
What if they
I just want a
bring
normal
back the
NBA
same
season.
roster?
They got a good chance. Look, I think once you win, and I said this about the Lakers, like Kuzma until the playoffs is like he's playing so much better. You get the monkey off your back. You can relax. Like they're not going to fire Mike Budenholzer if they get bounced next year unless it's like really convincing.
Kind of wish Kuzma had that monkey on his back still so he can fucking play better.
That wouldn't change. That wouldn't change how we play. He played just as bad last year. Bro. Everything you said about him getting better took a step back once he won it.
Oh, my goodness. So, any other thoughts, Max, on the finals?
I think it was a really good... Dude, I want to just say something. Do they not have COVID in Wisconsin? They got 80,000 people outside, no mask. It was awesome to see, by the way. There's such a great thing for the fans. Phoenix fans, Bucks fans. I just want to say as a Laker fan, we need to do a lot better. I know I'm not the problem because I'm insane. And Juan is just with me. We got to be better at home games, Laker fans. Milwaukee and Phoenix, it's like a home court advantage.
Look what fucking fan base I represent, dog. You think I'm a weak-ass fan? I'm fucking born for this shit.
I would throw batteries if they let me, bro. Shout out to my Philly fans. Where's Santa? No, I'm serious. It's the fans made this so much better in the bubble. Like, I want to know what they were pumping into the bubble because I felt like I never heard fans. Like, I'm serious. Like, it was so cool to me to see 20,000 people in Milwaukee and then 80,000 people outside.
Yeah.
Shout out to the COVID outbreak that's going to happen.
You said
Milwaukee.
What?
I said shout out to the COVID outbreak that's probably going to happen with these fools. Are they burning down the city?
Probably. I haven't checked on social media yet.
In 2009, they flipped over a Kiss FM van.
Oh, yeah.
I got
Who's going to be shirtless on the parade?
Oh, Bobby P.
Bobby
Mercer. I got one more thing to say. Those are the worst final shirts of all time. The Bucks want like championship shirts.
2-time champs.
I'm like, what the? They didn't win twice. Like that's the worst shirt ever. I'm sorry. If they don't, the 2 times thing is so dumb to me. I don't know. Am I crazy for thinking that?
Yeah, it kind of threw me off too. I was
like,
yeah.
Did they go back to back or something? Because that's what you think, right? Because like anytime a team goes back to back, they always put that crap on there.
Yeah.
I mean, next time the Lakers win, put like 18-time championship. So that'd be cool.
I feel like that's that more something for opening night.
Yeah, exactly. That threw me off. But I like the shirt. Other than that, I was like, come on, that's dumb.
Yeah. But congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Congrats to Giannis, Thanos, Kostas.
Hey man, they all got
Kostas
rings.
can't talk shit no more to Giannis about his ring.
Giannis, man, it was a great sight to see, bro. I enjoyed the finals, even though it didn't have LeBron or KD or Curry. I got Giannis, bro. Giannis was fucking a joy to watch, and Devin Booker is just as good, bro, as far as entertainment wise. You know, I love the finals. It wasn't anything like bad or anything.
We can go back. I would say let's go back 3 finals real quick and wrap it up. The Heat and Lakers. Was there a real memorable play from that finals that you're gonna think about?
I'm gonna say 2. Not necessarily a play, but when Jimmy was exhausted over the fucking thing.
Well, that was because of Rachel Nichols, but continue. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I not supposed to say that?
And Danny Green missing the 3-point shot.
I felt like that was a bigger storyline than anything else. Like him getting almost death
Fucking
threats from
murdered.
Laker fans. Yeah, because of Laker fans. Okay, and then we'll go back to Toronto. Okay, Toronto had. I feel like the iconic play is 2 injuries: Clay and Durant.
The Achilles and
then the year before that, it was Cavs, and I mean the iconic play is LeBron. LeBron's a meme because of J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
And then the year before that, it's KD eyeing up LeBron. Like the Giannis dunk and the Giannis block are 2 really iconic plays, I feel like.
Yeah. Most definitely, bro.
And that's a lot for a finals when you get an iconic play.
And there were good games besides game 1.
They were really good games.
Yeah, really good. Wasn't no blowouts. Like that game 7 series with the Warriors and Cavs with the, Kyrie and LeBron dunking or LeBron block and Kyrie 3-point shot. All those games were blowouts besides game 7.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly right.
So basketball season is over, guys. Probably just got the draft, but as far as games go, no more games. That was the last game. But we are going to be getting into the NBA draft, okay?
Very soon.
Yeah, very soon. So today's Tuesday. We're recording this on Tuesday, obviously. This will come out Wednesday. And we'll record something tomorrow with a special guest that Max got lined up for the NBA draft. And we'll probably put that out either Thursday or Friday, okay, for some NBA coverage.
Or we can put it on next week while I'm on vacation.
Yeah, so we got a couple of things lined up. But we appreciate you guys watching nonetheless all basketball season. We know we have a big audience for basketball with all our NBA talk videos, but it's become a long way, bro. I mean, the Lakers didn't make it. It was sad, but I mean, the Bucks won it. All right, as long as the Bucks won it and the freaking Nets didn't win it or some team
Celtics
like that, or the Celtics. Yeah. Fuck the Celtics.
I can't wait to be on vacation. It's been a long time since, it's been like 2 years because of COVID. And it was a great basketball run. My last thing is from my dad. He said, Giannis scored 50, and 50 years ago, Milwaukee won a championship. That's crazy. And I was like, oh, shit. Hell yeah, bro.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my God. 50 minus 50, 0. That's how many rings the Suns have. Oh, my God. What? But I'll buy you a I Love Hawaii shirt one.
No, please don't.
You want me to do anything while I'm there?
Huh?
Do you want me to go to a luau or anything while I'm there?
No.
You want me to do a 50 first dates?
I can care less what you do in Hawaii. Just don't fucking break your hand or something.
Again?
Yeah, again. Just don't get
Sharks are
fucking
like
hurt.
dogs. They only
Make sure you I don't even care if you get hurt. I mean, you can break your hand or something. Just don't fuck up your voice, okay? Keep your voice
I'm actually
good.
gonna attack a shark with my voice box. So.
Don't swallow a fucking scorpion or something. I don't fucking know.
You ever been? Where did you get scorpions from, bro?
I don't know. I'm watching too much Jackass. But
Are you watching Jackass?
yeah.
Can we spend 1 minute talking about why you're watching Jackass?
Bro.
Like you're thinking about like Johnny Knoxville?
Yes.
Like OG Jackass?
Yeah, OG.
Where are you watching it?
No, like the old movies.
Oh, I thought you were watching like the show. I was like, bro, are you? Do they have MTV like Go or something? I want to watch Andy Miller.
They're coming out with a new movie. You know that, right?
No.
Yeah.
Dude, those guys. How are those guys still alive?
Jackass Forever. That's what it's
called. Are
you
serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Why don't they call it Jackass Family and have Vin Diesel in it?
All right, guys. But thank you guys for watching this. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for any time that we come out with a video like this when it's unplanned and we just did it right after the game. Luckily that the game ended in 6, just so Max can have his vacation. So the Bucks did him a favor right there. But just like the Bucks did Max a favor, do us a favor and go ahead and subscribe, like. If you guys are doing a audio listen, go ahead and subscribe on there too and follow. 5-star rate us. Really helps us out, bro.
You know what?
Grateful.
No. If you're on the audio, go ahead and make a YouTube account and then subscribe to us on there, please. And do that. And leave a review. Please.
Yes. Please, man.
Shout out to the fans. Shout out to the fans of our podcast.
Yeah.
/ YouTube channel / Media Empire.
Yes, sir.
And we got things coming, right?
Yeah, we got a couple of things coming.
Works.
So when Max is gone, we'll have some content for you guys. Don't worry. But
yeah, Juan couldn't let me have a break. He was working me like a dog. You know those dribbles in the wheels? That's my life.
enjoyable
road talk.
Fucking enjoyable. All right. But that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you for watching the Max and Juan cast. My name is Juan. I am out. Peace.
I'm Max. Later.